Hi everyone, this is Will and welcome to the Movie Files here on the Till the Last Credit YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, the first trailer for the remake of Stephen King's It dropped today, and oh my goodness, it is phenomenal. Now I know that there's been a lot of talk about this movie. There's been a lot of disappointment surrounding the film, what with it losing its first director and getting a new director and people not knowing, because the original, even though it was a television miniseries, very much PG-13 for a horror movie because it was on television, it was made in 1990. That's a very beloved adaptation of this book. So there were a lot of people that were offended by the idea of even having a remake of it to begin with. Not me. I'm a huge Stephen King fan, and I love the idea of seeing an actual rated R version of Stephen King's It. Now, I think it's funny that It, for a lot of people, is why they're afraid of clowns. And that's just funny to me because it's not that scary. I mean, like I pointed out, it was made on television in 1990. You know, this is almost a 30-year-old television miniseries. But for a lot of people, it scared the living daylights out of them. And I'm looking forward to the film doing that in spades. Now, you only see the children in the trailer. And that's probably because, as far as I know, they're planning on doing the movie in two parts. So whereas the TV miniseries and the book, they're split into, there's the story where they fight the clown when they're kids, and then they come back 30 years later and fight the clown as adults. But the book and the miniseries kind of have a little bit of overlap there. The miniseries is structured in a way that you're introduced to every character as an adult, and then it flashes back to them as a child, and that's the first part. And then the second part is played pretty much straight in real time as they're adults. But it's my understanding, and the impression that the trailer gives off is that this will basically, instead of telling one story about a group of people who fought the clown as kids and then again as adults, it's going to be basically two separate movies. So this movie, it's going to be much more like a movie and a sequel. The first movie will be just about when they're kids, and then it will end, the clown will be defeated, whatever, blah, 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 and then when we come back for the second movie, you'll realize that you can't really ever defeat the clown, and he'll be back 30 years later. Everything about this trailer just has me pumped. It looks phenomenal. It looks very faithful to both the book and faithful to the original miniseries. So if you really do love the miniseries, if you really do love the original 1990 version, or if you do love the book, I think it has a lot here for you. If you haven't seen the trailer, I definitely suggest that you do it. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I so can't wait for this movie. I so can't wait for the sequel. I hope that, and I don't really know, but I hope that they're released close to each other. If we get It Part 1 this year and It Part 2 next year, that would be so amazing, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But anyway, what were your thoughts on the trailer? Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Do you wish that they hadn't remade it, or are you looking forward to finally seeing a truly terrifying R-rated version of It? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Link to the trailer is in the description. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.